Happy Tuesday, everybody. Day 2 of Happy Mom Summer Week is here. And today, yesterday we talked about who you want to be. I absolutely loved getting your messages, loved seeing y'all tag me and message me and email me and respond about who you want to be, what you want for your life, what you hope for. And so today we're going to talk about a barrier that I would say probably 100% of you feel like you have, and that is time. So I have put this on my story so many times where I'm asking, what do you feel like your biggest barrier is to getting healthy? And almost 100% of the time, the winner is time. That you're a busy mom, that you don't have time to work out, that you don't have time to meal prep, and your days are just really busy and you don't have time. So we're going to talk about time, and we're going to talk about some time-saving tips today. That is what was in your email today. And we're going to talk about how when you shift your perspective and you look at time as something that you're in charge of and that you get to prioritize, it can look a lot different. I think that in life as humans, like human nature, it's human nature to want things to feel easy, right? Like we have these egos, we want it to feel good, we want everything to feel easy, we don't want to have to like put work and effort in. Like when we start feeling that burn, that discomfort, it's like, oh, this is annoying, right? So like meal prepping or setting time aside to do that, or like doing your workout, like it's uncomfortable. It's if you feel the burn, right? And we think that we want our life to always feel easy and comfortable. But how I want to shift your perspective today is that growth comes from discomfort. Growth comes from discomfort. So if you track macros, or if you are trying to learn how to track macros right now, or if you're interested in maybe starting to learn that skill set, you may be thinking it's going to be really hard, or you may be thinking it's really time consuming, or it's confusing while you're doing it. And so you're literally, tracking your food and you're like, oh, this is so time consuming. Like, I just want this to feel easy. Same thing with your workout. It might feel really hard. You might not be able to do all the reps. You might have a hard time even getting to the workout, to start the workout. So what I want you to start doing is shifting your perspective that feeling that burn is actually a positive thing. So, for example, right now it is 6:29 a.m. on a Tuesday, and it's summer, right? And I am fully dressed with makeup on. I have breakfast. I just put bacon in the oven for my kids, and that is not what I wanted to do today, okay? I would have loved to lay in bed. That would have felt a lot better. I actually was sick yesterday, in the bed all day. And it would have felt a lot better to stay in bed, stay in my jammies, roll out of bed an hour from now or an hour and a half from now. I have not seen my kids yet today, so like they're not bothering me. But I have goals to reach today. I have hopes for my life. You determined those yesterday. You said what your hopes and your goals are for life. And I have those too, for today, for this week, for my life in general. And so I know that even though it was uncomfortable and it felt discomfort and it felt like a burn to roll out of bed, to go put makeup on, to put clothes on, to make breakfast whenever I could still be sleeping, or at least in the bed, I know that feeling that burn is actually a positive thing because it's helping me grow. So I want you to start viewing that as prioritizing things in your day that are going to help you grow, things that burn, things that feel uncomfortable. And some of these things might be things like making, meal prepping, waking up 30 minutes earlier to do your workout, waking up 30 minutes earlier to prep your lunch, going to bed 30 minutes later so you can, put some protein in the crock pot. So let's talk through a little bit of the time-saving tips that I have in the email today. So one of mine was to treat your summer like your school year weeks. So if you have school-age children, or your kids are in daycare or in Mother's Day out or whatever, that school year weeks look a certain way. You get up, you make breakfast, you have your routine. And I'm not saying that you have to wake up at like 6 a.m. every day. Give yourself an extra 30 minutes or an extra hour. But formulate a routine around summer that allows you to feel good about your daily goals and move in that direction. So, staying awake till midnight. I was sleeping by 9:30 last night because I knew I needed to wake up. I was watching a TV show, and it's a series, and I definitely would wanted to keep watching it. I could have easily continued watching episodes and stayed up till midnight watching Netflix, but that is not going to get me towards my goals. I'm not saying that you have to wake up at 6 a.m. or 5:30 like you do during the school year, but you're not going to feel good during your day if you just stay in bed till 8, go to bed at midnight every night. You have no routine. Your kids are just eating whatever they can find in the pantry. You're going to feel so much better if you have a routine and a structure. So treat your summer weeks just like your school year. It's naturally going to feel less stressful because the mornings aren't going to be as rushed because they don't have to get to school. You can move slower. You can enjoy the slower pace, but get up, get dressed, make breakfast, start your day off on the right foot. And that is my first time-saving tip, because when you do that, you are going to save time during the day because you're going to feel better and your days are going to go a lot smoother. My other one is plan a lunch schedule, which I actually linked that in the email. A lunch schedule for your kids. So like every Monday they eat this specific lunch. Every Tuesday they eat this lunch. That way they know what the lunch schedule is. Communicate it to them. They know on Tuesdays they eat this lunch. They know on Wednesdays they eat this. And so it's can help create less fighting, less whining, and you don't have to think. And taking the guesswork out of lunch, what are we going to cook these kids for lunch, can be super helpful. So I actually attached my lunch schedule for my kids from last summer that I made. And I'm going to use this for my babysitter since I'm not here, or I'm here, but I'm working in the morning a lot. And that's going to be super helpful. Move your body or do your workout as soon as you can in the morning. So do it when your kids are watching morning cartoons, do it while your baby's taking a morning nap, get it out of the way, move your body for 30 minutes, and you will have so much more energy and save so much time during the day. And you won't have that stress of it looming over your day for the rest of the day. Get your kids involved in the kitchen. I literally just put 6 eggs in a bowl, like just put the eggs in there, like the full eggs. And my almost 10-year-old is going to make the eggs this morning because he likes to feel independent and he's excited that he can do that chore, but, he is going to make the eggs this morning. And he'll get the cups out and the plates out and, get your other kids involved. Like I'm going to make my kids empty the dishwasher, as much as they can without like breaking things, to make my life easier. So get your kids involved in the kitchen. And the last thing is to batch cook protein on the weekend. So if you are liking to barbecue on the weekend, you like to, cook burgers on Saturday or Sunday, throw some extra protein on the grill. Tomorrow you are going to get some recipes for this week, and I highly recommend making all 3 of them on a Sunday. Have the protein ready for the week. That is something we do every week, not just in the summer. We batch cook protein and we cook the protein ahead of time. Like if we know on Wednesday we're going to have veggie stir fry with noodles and meatballs, we make the meatballs on Sunday, because it is a huge thing that takes a lot of time during the week. And if those meatballs can be ready, you're so much more likely to actually make the meal. I had a friend the other day tell me that she buys groceries every week and then she just doesn't feel like cooking dinner, so she just gets takeout all the time. But if the protein was already prepped on Sunday, she would probably be a lot more likely to move forward and make the meal on that Tuesday night or whatever. So anyways, these are just some time-saving tips that we use that really work for me. I want you to really lean into the discomfort and the burn of, thinking that it has to feel easy all the time and you only want to do things that feel good. That burn, that discomfort is going to make you grow. So anyways, I hope you have an awesome Tuesday. Happy Mom Summer, day 2. And please message me and I would love to hear your time-saving tips. Bye guys. See you tomorrow.